Awesome. 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 Yeah. A lot of oh man, this is very bring back to the old days, having a lot of fun in the Twitter space, AMAs with NFT. Oh, those good days. But I guess this cycle is not the same anymore. Everybody's just PvP, right? Trading memes and nobody even doing any of the AMAs anymore. But we're so back. We're so back. I know that last time it's probably 4 or 5 months since our last AMA. And first of all, I would thank you everyone for attending this AMA today. And I do apologize for not hosting um, regular AMA or Twitter space in our community for the past few months because we're just so keeping our heads down and building. So today, this 1 hour AMA session, I would love to just keep it very simple, short, no bullshit. I won't give you too much redundant information. It's just very much alpha, simple, answering questions about our Gen 2 sale, which is on July the 22nd, and also our leaderboard. You know that we have this yapping soft guidebook we published yesterday for our first um, yapping campaign, right? And the week 0, it's already finished, right? So today is the first day of week 1, which is our first day of launching our own leaderboard, which is a combination of title, yapping leaderboard, and our own gaming mechanism, our mining efficiencies, and referrals. So I will get into detail of that later on. But if you haven't checked out both documents, just check the pinned messages here. Give a quick read, maybe now or later. And don't forget to join our community on Twitter. You can check our official Twitter account in the post or the community link I also posted in the comment section. Well, first of all, I will go into the questions. We collected some of the questions in our general group chat, Korean community, and the Japan community. So some of you probably have questions. We sold 10K Genesis Puff Pass. Why our Puffpaw general Telegram chat or Discord is not that active as other projects? Well, let me answering that question because we have 40% of the users, actually 45% of the Genesis users coming from Korea and Japan. They have their own community, Puffpaw community group chat. So they're very active in those chats. This is a very diverse situation of this project. It's a vaping product, so we do value some certain countries where vaping is a big culture there. So we created those all regional chats for the regional communities for their engagements. So that's why. But we do collected a lot of questions. Okay, so the first part, I will go answer questions about the Gen 2 sale, and I will leave more time for leaderboard questions, for the campaign, for the rewards, for the incentive program, what's the dollar value, everything about that, because I know all of you guys care more about that, obviously. And then I will try to pick more questions from the comment section here. If I don't get a chance to finish that, we will answer that question later on in the notes of this AMA. We will create the notes and we will publish in Discord and in Telegram everywhere. So you can always review after this AMA, and we also record it, so you can always check again later. Okay, so first part is the Gen 2 questions. I'm gonna read the questions first, and then I'm gonna give the quick short answer. What happens when we burn our puff pass if we are leasing? Well, doesn't matter if you are leasing or shipping the device to your home address. Doesn't matter. If you burn your puff pass, you get a Genesis vape, which is still in the leasing status. Nothing is changing with your Genesis vape. If it's leased, it's still leased. Same tier, same status, same cost for upgrade and recast. There's no change of that. If that device is already shipped to you, that's still the same device, right? We're not giving you a another Genesis device. It's the same Genesis vape that you carry, that you hold in your hand. Same tier, same status. What we do is that we bind after you burn your puff pass, we bind that vape device with your wallet directly. And there are people asking that, oh, since I burned my puff pass, how am I gonna get our 5% Genesis vape token airdrop? When you burn that puff pass NFT, that's a transaction. So that transaction is always on the chain. The wallet that burned the puff pass NFT is the owner of that NFT, right? So that wallet is being tracked on blockchain, and we will airdrop airdrop the vape token later on to that wallet. So there's no issue with that. Will Gen 2 just be leased like the Genesis vapes? Correct. If you are joining the leasing program, Gen 2 is also available for both leasing and shipping. Doesn't matter your status of your Genesis and if Genesis Puff Pass or Genesis vapes. For example, if you lease all of your Genesis vapes and now you burn the Genesis Puff Pass and you are thinking, oh, this time I'll get one physical vape I want to deliver to my house. That's fine. That's fine. So there's no connections between Genesis collection and Gen 2 in terms of leasing and shipping. You can always determine if you want to lease or if you want to ship for the Gen 2 when you try to burn and claim the Gen 2 device. Will there be an option to burn Gen 2 to get vape tokens? Well, we don't have that plan as of current. Gen 2 is not an NFT. You cannot burn something that is not an NFT, right? We are moving out from that NFT bubble. I love NFT. I already posted that I still love NFT, but you see the Genesis NFT and the physical device, it's so hard to manage them all together. And that's why for Gen 2, we want to simplify everything. You get a mining machine, which is the device, Gen 2 device, right? Doesn't matter if you're leasing or shipping. It's a device that's gonna earn more token. So at this moment, we're not trying to burn that Gen 2 device. You need to keep that Gen 2 device using that Gen 2 device and farm and earn more of the vape token. And next question about the social mining efficiency. This is a very interesting part. This is a new concept that we introduce for our daily total mining efficiency calculation. So the question is, let's say I have 50 social mining efficiency, and I also own 50 Gen 2 vape devices connected to the same wallet. Since social money efficiency is applied to that wallet, does it get divided across all vape devices? Okay, so the quick question, the short answer is no, because social mining efficiency is only per each wallet, per each account. There is no social mining efficiency for any specific vape. Social is a thing for the user, for this account, right? How do you generate social money efficiency? By referring and inviting your friends to buy our Gen 2 device using your invite link or your referral code, which is going to be provided to you in the app, on the dashboard. You're going to see that your referral code. So that's only generated by you as a person, as an account, as a user. So that social money efficiency every single day, that social money efficiency is distributed to your wallet, not to each individual vape. Oh my God, Ethereum just pumped 7% again. Sorry. Um, so that's the thing. You don't need to divide any vape to, to distribute, to divide social mining efficiency rewards into each different vape. That's not a thing. You have multiple Gen 2 vapes in one wallet, that's fine. That 50 social mining efficiency is for that wallet because you use that wallet to generate more referrals, to introduce more of your friends to this game. So it's always per that wallet, not per the vape. If you disconnect the Gen 2 vape and connect to a different wallet, then that social money efficiency is not going to migrate to the second wallet. It's still going to be on the first wallet because the first wallet is the account that has that use the uh, referral code for introducing new friends, onboarding new friends. Next question. When Gen 2 is on sale at that price and allows conversion from Gen 1, will those who don't convert in Gen 1 have any more benefits? Okay, this is a very, very common question we've been asked for so many times in different group chats. What's the benefits to not burn my Genesis Puff Pass? Well, if you don't burn it, you still have the NFT, right? So potentially you can still sell it. You can sell your Genesis Puff Pass if you don't burn it. That's the only thing I can come up with. That's the only advantage I can come up with. But at the same time, you don't get a Gen 2. And like we introduced, I've been saying this for many times. We left over 3 months of the exclusive mining time window for our Genesis users. Until now, there are still only 7K Genesis vapes to share the daily mining profits, daily mining rewards. And after Gen 2 vapes come in, your rewards for the Genesis vapes will be diluted, right? Of course, it will be diluted because there are more vapes coming in. So if you're still holding your Genesis vape, even if you are at tier 12, the highest tier, there are more Gen 2 vapes coming in. So your daily rewards will be decreased, will be lower. So I would highly suggest just to burn it. If you really believe in this game, you have to burn it and to make sure that you can get more mining rewards from the new free Gen 2 device. And more questions here. Is it possible to transfer the pods assigned to Genesis through platform leasing to Gen 2? Unfortunately, that's not possible because we have the data server, we have the management system, all of the pods. When you buy it on the platform, it's already automatically assigned to your Genesis vapes. When you have Gen 2 vapes and the Genesis vapes all in the same leasing program, you buy more pods. And then at that moment, we will be able to assign that pod to any of your vapes, which have the lowest balance of the puff amount, the lowest balance of the pods. So when we assign your pods to your leased vapes, either Gen 1 or Gen 2, the only the only factor here is the balance of your puffs. So if you're saying, oh, I would really just want to assign more pods, buy more pods for my Gen 2, not Gen 1, then you have to come to us, open the ticket, and tell us that you don't want a Gen 2 to work anymore. Please help me to take it out from the leasing program. I only want to work with my Gen 2 vapes. I only want to buy pods for my Gen 2 vapes. If that's the case, please come to us, open the ticket, because this is a very customized request. I'd like to hear about your global expansion and Web2 partnership strategies for Gen 2. Are there any current or upcoming efforts to enter overseas markets or to form partnerships with local e-liquid brands or healthcare companies? Well, we posted a lot of videos of our Dubai, World Vape Show, right? That's like a Denver, like a token thing for the vape industry. So all of the global distributors, vape industry players will be there trying to find new products, and that's why we were there to meet them and to introduce our products and to potentially working together so that they can help us to carry our product and sell in their markets, in their countries. And so far, we have a lot of progress, a lot of shake hands, a lot of new deals made there. And this is real world business. So you have to understand it's kind of slow. It's not like a partnership announcement in crypto world, right? It's just so fast. But in the real world, there are just so much nuances, agreements, paperwork that you have to sign, you have to negotiate. So that side is moving relatively slower. And we already met a lot of partners, potential partners, and existing agreed, like we already shake hands partners from South America, from the Middle East, and the United States. And on top of that, we haven't announced this, but this is like alpha news for you guys. We won't put this part into the notes. We already signed with the biggest vape distributor in Korea, and very soon our vape will be in over 3,500 smoke shops in Korea. That's why I am here literally today. I'm in Korea to work with local smoke shop owners to onboard them and to educate them how to sell, carry our device in their stores. So very, very soon, Korean users, they will be able to buy from local smoke shops, as well as our vape partners website, Korean vape e-commerce website, paying with credit card to buy our Gen 2 devices. So this has already happened. This is already signed deals. We just haven't announced yet because we are, marketing in each different phases. So yeah, a lot of different efforts, partnerships, distributors for different regions. And we're also building our social media accounts on Instagram and on TikTok. You can see we already start posting content there. And we will have 2 to 3 different accounts for different regions. For example, we will have a separate Instagram account for the Middle East, for Arabic countries, and global one, and then a Korean one. On top of that, we also made a very unique case in Japan, because Japan is also one of our core market. On Japan is very special. They only allow non-nicotine vapes in Japan. Like you are not able to find any nicotine vapes. So we only sell non-nicotine vape in Japan, and we are able to sell everywhere. So very soon we're gonna make that announcement, and it's gonna be very crazy. Working with the global top tier e-commerce website, you're able to buy our non-nicotine vapes in Japan. So yeah, that's so far a lot of progresses we're making, and hopefully we can share more of the details after we start selling Gen 2. Um, and I'm sure you guys will get a lot of content. We'll post a lot of content on our Twitter account so that we'll keep you guys updated. Is Gen 2 customizable as well? Sorry, there's no customization for Gen 2. We have a lot of customized vapes, Genesis collection, right? That's the privilege. We are not giving that to any of the new vapes. If we are customizing all of the vapes, then why the Genesis customized vapes is rare or it's valuable, right? So unfortunately, we're not doing that much customization in the future. We are still working on some very special deals for co-branded vapes with some partners, but we're not ready to share that part yet. But once we have that new collection, I'm sure we will give certain allocations to our existing users, Genesis users, and the Gen 2 users. Also, does recasting or upgrading a Gen 2 device require the same amount of pre-vape as a Genesis device? Good question. Please take a look of our white paper, the mining economy session. We updated the Gen 2 mechanism and the spending expenses for upgrading and recasting. So the quick answer is both recast and upgrade price for Gen 2 is only 50% of the Genesis device because the mining efficiency for Gen 2 is only half of the Genesis device. And I also need to remind you that this doesn't mean the Gen 2 devices were is not as good as Genesis device, considering how affordable it is, right? The Genesis device is expensive. It's over $300, and Gen 2 is only $90. So it's totally different. There's no, I wouldn't say which one is definitely better. It's really depends on which part you treasure more. With Gen 2 vapes, losing the device can result in significant losses. Are there any plans to improve or mitigate this issue? Well, this is the case because there's no NFT. We cut out NFT because we want to make this sign up or onboarding experience as simple as possible so that you can easily onboard any of the non crypto users, get a vape, connect with our app and start earning. Like that should be the case for everyone, for the non-crypto users. So that's why everything is inside that vape. If they lose the vape, they lose the mining machine. So this is more on the logic of consumer product side, right? Everything is on the physical product. So unfortunately, if you lose that device, you will lose that chance. So don't lose your mining machine. This is a mining machine. It's valuable. Okay, that's wrapping up all of the um, Gen 2 sale questions. And if you have more questions, just feel free to reach out anytime or read the guidebook first. The Gen 2 Smart Vape Sales article. I pinned that article in this Twitter space. Please read it and try to understand it. And if there's any question, we're always in the community group chat. Our mods are there 24/7 to answer your questions. And now we're getting into the second part, which is the more exciting part, right? Leaderboard and rewards and what's the program about and what's the dollar value? I know you guys have a lot of questions. And yeah, I'm gonna go through the questions that we already received first, and then we'll open two more questions in the comment section. Leaderboard questions. The first one, up to what rank in Kaido will the drop be given and on which day, monthly or weekly? So as of yesterday, we wrapped up, we finished the week zero, right? Which is purely based on Kaido Mindshare leaderboard. We are giving out 800 Gen 2, free Gen 2 vapes to the top 500 to 600 of the users on Kaido. And that doesn't mean if you are after 600, there's no chance. That doesn't mean that because we are screening, we are working on excluding and identifying those AI bots accounts on the leaderboard, and we will publish all of the results. It's not like it's not that strict, so don't be scared if you used some of the chat gpt to generate your comments or your content creation. It's not like that. This is only to remove the pure scammy bots. Okay, it's only the very bottom level of the screening, so don't be scared if you use chat gpt to generate some of your content, that's fine. We just need to know that you are not a bot account. That's it. So we're giving out to the top 500 to 600 of the users on the Kite leaderboard. And you can imagine if you are on the top of the leaderboard, you will get more Gen 2. So the higher the ranking, the more rewards you will receive. But the bottom line is the top 500 to 600 will receive the free Gen 2 vapes. And starting from today, which is the first day of week one, we are doing weekly campaign every single week. We are giving out rewards. And starting from now, we're moving into our own leaderboard system, which is a combination of the Kaido leaderboard and our own referral mechanism and um, base mining efficiencies. So to earn the most from our campaign, you need to yup, you need to invite and refer more of your friends to buy Gen 2 device using your referral code. And you need to stay active in the game. Remember, we gave you free Gen 2. So you need to stay active in the game and to maintain a good value of your mining efficiency. Those are the three factors. If you tackle all of the three factors, you will definitely be on the top of this new leaderboard system, which is gonna be a separate website. We are gonna launch on July the 22nd. So as of yesterday, the the final ranking of the rewards for week zero, as well as our own leaderboard, will be launched, will be live on July the 22nd. Right now, we're just working very hard to prepare and finalize the final list, and then we're going to publish that on July 22nd, which is the first day of Gen 2 sales. Is it compulsory to buy Puffpaw pods before I can be eligible for Kaido airdrop? No, there's no prerequisite. There's no any of that requirements. You don't need to buy pods. You don't need to own anything to be eligible for Kaido airdrop. That's not the case. What is the reward for being on the leaderboard, and what time frame leaderboard will be used? Well, the second part I already introduced. The first part, what is the reward for being on the leaderboard? The rewards will be a combination of free vapes, free pods, and potentially free vape airdrop. I'm not promising, we're not guarantee any of the pre-vape direct free vape airdrop to the leaderboard. This is a long-term campaign. Right now, we are only announcing the confirmed rewards for the first 6 weeks. Today is the first day of week one, right? We only announced over 1 million US dollar worth of the Puffle products as the rewards, which is our vape and the pods. So I would say stay tuned. If in the next stage, when we have some different plans, for example, maybe we will add Instagram and TikTok into consideration for this marketing campaign, yapping, then we might add additional rewards to boost the engagement. There might be vape token airdrop included or not. I'm when one Once we have the plan, we will let you know. I was classified as a Korean user, but in July I was classified as an English user. Okay, this type of questions is really out of our control. Like we are not able to tell Kaido, hey, please look into this account. Seems like he's a Korean, he's not an English user. Please change the tag and change his nationality. We don't have your passport. We just don't know like how to tell Kaido about this part. If you are being identified as an English user, that applies to all of the leaderboards on Kaido. So it's really something you need to contact Kaido directly. Okay. And just to let you know, even if you are identified as an English user, you are still, eligible for our main general leaderboard. And later on, we will have a special separate leaderboard for Korean users. So you still have time to figure that out. You still have at least 2 to 3 weeks to figure out to contact Kaido. We will put words there, but it's just really out of our hands to contact Kaido for any specific cases in this matter. I would like to run a separate wallet for Puffpaw in the future, but wouldn't you give everyone a chance to change their wallet before the Genesis Puff Pass burn? We previously had at least 2 to 3 times, right, Rishi? We at least giving 2 to 3 times those 24 hours to allow users to migrate, move their puff passes to their ideal preferred wallets, right? We have done that many
Yeah,
times.
yeah, yeah. I think I've done like close to 100 different mergers or migrations over the past couple months, and it's interesting. I prefer not to do it, but I understand that many users who have experienced this issues, like being having their wallet exposed or hacked or something, we do try and take care of them. But ideally, you should try practice safe crypto habits. Like don't expose your wallet, don't expose your seed phrase or private key, because we still cannot. There will eventually be a time where we won't be able to solve those problems because it's crypto, right? The wallet's not secure if you don't maintain good habits there.
Yes, we will. I mean, we will not make any announcement to tell users, "Hey, please come to us. You can change your migrate or do any adjustment right now." We won't do that. We won't encourage you to do that. But if your wallet is compromised or something bad happened with your wallet, you need to come to us, open the ticket, and we will consider helping you on a case by case deal. Next question. Will the team take a snapshot for the 3 month or 30-day leaderboard? It's already in the Yapping Soft Guidebook. The first rewards on the leaderboard, we take snapshots based on the past 7 days, 7 days plus 30 days, plus 3 months, plus 6 months, plus 12 months. Um, the 7 days obviously has the highest weight in that calculation. But all of the users, all of our previous yappers, we are taking all of that into the calculation, make sure that everyone's effort is being appreciated. Next question. I've heard that AI generated posts are being heavily moderated, which I support. However, many non-native English speakers rely on AI tools for translation. Are these translated posts also considered AI generated content? Like I said, AI generated content is okay. We are not that harsh to to tag any of all of the AI generated content, but we do need to take a look of your account and make sure that the account is managed and be owned by a real person instead of a AI generated account. That's the only case we're going to remove it. Promotional posts for Puffball are important, but I think real user reviews are equally valuable. Right now, many posts compiled from GPT generated content receive higher scores than posts by actual users. I hope this can be reconsidered. We are trying our best. We are trying our best to helping promoting the real valuable reviews and contents. We don't have that accurate algorithm from Kaido. We cannot control that algorithm. So I can only say that we are trying our best to do this. And we're also going to have a 10 people, a very small group of patrol helping us to make sure that this is being considered and revalued. Once we see something that is very abnormal, those AI generated contents getting crazy mind share, we will start review the account. We will try to remove those accounts. But like I said, this is very hard. This is not something that anyone has a solution right now, this whole AI generated content situation. We are, I blame the technology. So I can only say that um, we are taking everything into our best control, best measures to mitigate this issue. And we encourage our community members to come to us, let us know that, hey, this post doesn't look quite good. You guys better check on it, and we will check for you. We will check that and we will investigate. But we need everyone's effort to make this to make sure that this is our users are being protected. You previously mentioned that Puffle might launch a separate leaderboard. Yes, like I mentioned, starting from today, we're launching a separate leaderboard. The campaign is called Proof of Vaporware. I'm sorry, Proof of Vaporware. This is our own leaderboard, our own campaign. And I posted about 8 digits, right? And you see yesterday, Kaido reshared our Yapping Soft guidebook, but that's only for the week zero campaign rewards, which is already completed. So on July the 22nd, you can expect another announcement, which is going to be co-announced by us and Kaido for our upcoming Proof of Vaporware campaign. And that's going to be our yapping hard guidebook. That's going to be the main thing. So any of the questions you have right now will be answered in that hard guidebook. If so, I'm concerned that it might create too high a barrier to entry. Well, here's the thing. We still using Kaido Mindshare leaderboard as part of the equation for our own leaderboard, right? So any users from Kaido, they connect their Twitter account. In our app, we will have a connect Twitter account button. Any of our users will be able to connect their Twitter account with their wallet in our app so that we can identify and put all of the information together. That's how we can onboard all of the Kaido yappers transitioning from the Twitter account to their wallet address in our app. Wouldn't that also make it harder to implement the community-driven outreach model you mentioned earlier? Um, this is not just outreach. This is more about a retention. How are you going to retain users after you get initial traffic, right? After we make that big announcement on July the 22nd, there will be a huge wave of Kaido yappers coming to follow our campaign and our product. That's the traffic. But how are we going to retain them? I don't agree with purely token airdrop. It should be appreciated. Yapping should be appreciated. But the real thing is that how are you going to retain users after the TGE, after you're giving out rewards? You give so much rewards and everyone just leave and go to the next leaderboard. What's good? What's good for the project building, right? I'm not punishing anyone, but I'm just saying there is a better way to retain more users, which is build that Twitter connection uh, button directly in our app and give everyone a fair chance to get a free product and try our product for free. If they don't like it, just leave, free to go. There's no punishment, and you probably already earned a lot of free vapes just from the free vape and the free pods we gave you. So there's no damage, there's no loss, right? It's a fair game for everybody. For example, you see today Eclipse, they TGE'd, right? It's just a very classic example, right? Very classic. Up to what rank on the Kaido leaderboard do you distribute airdrops? I already mentioned up to 5 to 600 of the top users on the leaderboard. How are rewards distributed from the Kaido leaderboards? Through claim airdrop. So once you connect your Twitter account in our app, you will be able to get your free vape, Gen2 vape or pods. Use the same account to go to our pods or vape website, e-commerce website, and you can claim it. Same process as you use your burn and claim feature process. You burn your Genesis Puff Pass, and then you go to our e-commerce shop website. You will see X amount of claimable vapes are ready and waiting for you to acquire. So that's the process. One last question, unrelated one. Offline stores. How many offline stores do you plan to open in Korea, and where will they be located? Well, we might. I don't have a confirmation yet, but we might open flagship stores in Seoul. But most of the stores will be existing smoke shops and convenience stores that we directly present and deliver our product into. So you can buy our product in any of those shops. And just in Korea, that's going to be over 3,500 stores. Not not just in Seoul, everywhere in Korea. Korea is not that big country, right? So it's very convenient for the shipping and logistics. So it's gonna be everywhere in Korea. Yeah, that's all of the questions I have from my question list. And now I'm reading the comment section. We still have 18 minutes. Well, this is a question. Are the rewards for Yup on Puffball just Gen2 vapes? For Yup on Puffball just Gen2 vapes, there's no USDC rewards or any other rewards. No cash. We don't give out cash. I already made it very clear. I understand farmers love cash. I already made it very clear a few weeks ago that we gave our products. We don't like to give out uh token or cash rewards directly. I just don't like it. And I don't think that's a good way to build a community. And also, our product is the mining machine. I'm not just giving you a normal vape. We're giving you the vape, and you can use the vape to earn our token, which is a perfect deal. So, and the next question, should I burn Genesis Pass? Well, I would definitely recommend you to burn it because you get another free vape, right? You have your Genesis vape, and also you will have a new Gen2 vape so that you can earn more um, mining rewards on a daily basis. All right, just scrolling down. Main question: how about a fix? Does that mean the campaign will last a year? Not a year. Not a year. Will be as I mean, it's gonna be less than 40 weeks, not more than 40 weeks. I don't think we're gonna run that long. It's just too much, and people will get tired. So we're only announcing the rewards and the detail of the campaign for the first 6 weeks. So after the 6 weeks, we are gonna make more announcements for the details for the future phases, right? So that part, you need to stay tuned for that part. Scrolling down, I don't see any more questions. Rishi, if you see more questions, just let me know. I'm still
I
scrolling.
saw a one on asking about can you upgrade the Gen 2 vape levels? And I'm like, yeah, of course. It's just tied to the actual device, though. That's the thing that's key to remember here. It's not tied necessarily to the wallet, it's tied to the device. You're upgrading the device. So obviously, don't lose the device.
Okay, another question. The week zero Yapper were participants who made significant contribution to project. I'm not against new participants receiving more rewards, but existing community members may feel a bit discouraged. What do you mean existing community members? You mean who Yap for us more than 30 days ago? Well, the leaderboard is a summary taking all of the different time frame of the leaderboard ranking into consideration. So it's not just the past 7 days. It's the past 7 days plus 30 plus 3 months plus 6 months plus 1 year. So even if you are yapping for us like 1 year ago, you're still part of the consideration of our week zero leaderboard. How can we connect X to the website? There's no option to connect. Wait for July the 22nd. We don't have connect Twitter feature right now. Please wait for July 22nd. Once we start selling Gen 2, you can doing that. Is Korea going to be the main base of Puffpaw, or there's going to be more places to get vape aside from shipping? Yes, we're not just working on Korea. Korea is one of our core market for sure. Korea, Japan, Europe, including East Europe, West Side Europe, Middle East, and North America. And recently, we also figure out the shipping and supply chain for South America. We're going to be there very soon. So all of those regions, you will get our device, shipping or leasing. Are there any plan for vape token buybacks or revenue sharing to ensure continued participation in the vape to earn program? Yes, yes. All of the current revenue, meaning the fees, um, everything that you spend for recast, for upgrade, for trading the transaction 5% for each transaction, all of those fees will be burned, we haven't made announcement yet because like I said, everything comes in stage, phases by phases, right? We haven't made any announcement on that part yet. Just wait for the official announcement, but I can tell you now we're burning all of the fees and also the revenue from selling the products. We will reserve part of that for future production and the team expenses, but also that part of that revenue stream will be used to buy back. Can we upgrade tier for Gen 2? Yes. Are the top 3 months get rewards on 200 or the 3 month leaderboard? Everything. Go read the soft yapping guidebook. The detail is there. Okay, Kevin, question. When Redcav in the oversight board slash cool Puffle group chats, oh, we're gonna have that group, the oversight board, very soon. I'll say tomorrow. We just haven't get a chance to make announcement and put a detail out. So we will have that tomorrow. If any of you are interested, once we have that announcement, just make sure to let us know and verify you are a holder, right? You're an existing holder. This has to be an existing Genesis Puff Pass holder. Let us know in the comment section or in the group chat, and we will put that group together very soon for the first leaderboard. Definitely a bit confused on the rewards being 100% free products and no airdrop rewards of free vape, or any crypto when everyone saw the 8-figure tweet. Well, I already explained this part. I don't think it's deceiving. Well, I don't understand this argument, but Josh, feel free to come to the stage. I can explain again. If you look at my post, I make at least 3 posts about this part. I'm not talking about 8 figures. I'm talking about how and the logic that we are trying to giving our users rewards. If you only want cash and you only want our product, that's that's really sad. That's just really sad. And if you think that's something we are not being very transparent, um, I'm sorry, we're just not on the same page on this question. So it's not too early. It's not too late, right? We just started the campaign, and it's not too late for you to make your best judgment. Can I still get Genesis airdrop if decide to not burn my Genesis pass? Doesn't matter if you burn or not. Your Genesis airdrop is your airdrop. If you burn your Genesis Puff Pass, we still have your wallet. We know which wallet you use to burn your Genesis Puff Pass. So that Genesis airdrop, vape token airdrop, will go to the same wallet. Any plan for joining KBW or any meetup in this year here in Korea? Yes, yes. KBW, yes, we will have an event there. Well, vapor here have more yapping benefits than non-vapor when your leaderboard come to life. The leaderboard is a three parts of the combination: yapping, referring new users, and your mining efficiency in the game. Please take a look of the soft yapping guidebook we pinned in this chat in this Twitter space. Okay, I think that's all the questions I see. When will the rewards for week one be claimable? July the 22nd, first day of the sale, July the 22nd. So if I have all my vape leased and someone will lose it, I will lose the share of that lost vape. If I have all my vape leased, well, you mean leased to your friend, not to the platform, right? Yes, if your friend lost a vape, you probably need to spend the same. We will be able to get you a new vape, but the manufacturer cost you have to pay for that second vape. If you lease the platform, this is not going to happen. Every vape is covered by our escrow account with our borrowers, so there's no potential risk of losing the vape that's leased to the platform. And we have leased vapes. We still need to order pods for leased vapes. Yes, yes, you 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 get 100% of the rewards for that leased vapes. Someone used the vape for free. Someone is working for you. If you are earning 100%, you should pay for that. More questions. When we claim yapping rewards, July the 22nd for week zero. How often do you need to connect the Gen 1 device to your phone? Can you do one time per week? You have to do one time per day. We need to upload your puff data to the server by the end of every day because we need to run the calculation to determine your rewards every single day. So right now we have the data caching feature of each device, meaning that even if the device is not connected with the app, your data is still temporarily stored in your vape, right? So at the end of every day, by 12 a.m. UTC time, you need to connect the vape with the app in order to make sure that all of the puff data are uploaded. Okay, I don't see any more questions. Please, please, no more questions. It's too much. I can't finish all of the questions. I love you guys, but this is too much. I want to leave some time for people. Is there anyone raising the hands? Josh,
There's about three.
Josh,
Josh, but
hello,
hello.
Josh. You think we are not transparent, and I would love to talk to you.
No, not necessarily that you're not transparent. It's just when you, I guess the way that I feel like most people read the